Well, here's a good one. Check this out. Cops get violent with bystanders recording their arrest. Oh, it's going to get good. The first one, and I remember, I covered this story a couple months ago.
Ooh, what the?
In Fairfax County, a citizen films the police.
Two fags, bro. Two fags, bro.
Then these cops are stupid enough to thinking this guy had a gun when he's holding a camera. A smartphone kind of phone, like what I'm holding right now.
Why you pointing the gun at me?
Here's what they do. This is another example of police just being out of control. This person does not have a weapon.
What?
He just got a phone, and cops are so stupid. I would sit there and say, if you're a police officer and you sit there mistaking a phone camera for a gun, you need to get a new job, straight up.
Why you pointing the gun at me?
Because you have a weapon.
What weapon? What weapon, huh?
Thus, this officer puts his life in danger by doing this.
Bro, you look dumb, bro.
Get on the ground.
Bro, what the?
They are supposed to be protecting this man, not accusing him of doing something he did not do and violating his rights. Here is the backstory. Police in Fairfax County, Virginia, pointed guns at an unarmed teen and screamed at him to get on the ground as he recorded them detaining another group of teens. "Why are you pulling a gun on me?" the teen in recording asked an officer twice. "Because you have a weapon," the officer responds, despite no evidence that he did. "What weapon?"
What weapon,
What weapon, huh?
You
he
look
says.
dumb, bro.
Fairfax County Police said the incident unfolded at a Falls Church restaurant on Arlington Boulevard around 7 p.m. The hostess reported being threatened by several juveniles, and she said one flashed what appeared to be a firearm. Police said the juveniles ran when officers arrived, but two were caught. As officers questioned them, a third popped up with something in his hands. I don't like the way that's phrased. Officers, concerned about the whereabouts of the reported firearm, ordered the juvenile to the ground at gunpoint. It was then determined he was holding a phone. The juveniles were released to their parents. Vice now reports that the officers are being investigated. However, take this with a grain of salt, because as we've seen many times over, when cops investigate their fellow officers, there is not much that is going to be done.
And here's the thing as well, too, I'll touch up as well. Very seldomly, does a good cop ever rat up a bad cop. Because you know what happens to that good cop? He gets thrown on the bus, he gets outed, then he has to transfer or quit. Most cops are about loyalty versus duty. I've seen cops that say they know it's wrong, but they just can't snitch on their partner because they know it's wrong. It's like the old saying, you don't snitch on anybody because you know what they're saying, snitch gets stitches. But that's exactly what happens a lot of times. If a good cop snitches, he gets outed and he gets thrown on the bus and he has to quit.
And usually, statistically speaking, justice is not served. When at Rachel Dixon, whose bio reads she is a cannabis
That's what most of the time cops are about, loyalty.
To Jeff McKay,
sticking out their
chairman
fellows
of the board
in uniform.
Of supervisors for Fairfax County, please watch this video and address this ASAP with the police. This is a violation of the First Amendment and personally makes me feel incredibly unsafe as a citizen of Fairfax County. McKay wrote back in a clearly PR-driven statement, "I assure you that a thorough investigation will take place and that its findings will be shared with our community. The pointing of a firearm prompts an internal review that will be monitored by the Independence Police Auditor who reports directly to the board." And great, dude. "Ensuring our officers are following department policies and the expectations of our community are of paramount importance."
Yeah,
When police
okay, what did we
arrived
say?
At the IHOP around 7 p.m., the teens fled to a parking lot, the department said. In the chase, officers managed to detain two of them and did not find weapons on either.
Here's another one.
Yeah, let him detain him. What is he detaining him for? What is he being detained for? What is he being detained for? You ain't searching me. Don't touch me.
Hey, don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Hey, just calm down. It's cool. It's cool. Listen, just calm down.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I ain't no probation. I ain't no probation. Hey, I ain't no probation. I ain't no probation. You can't touch me. You can't touch me. You can't get
Hey, the fuck is it? Just calm down. Calm down, you guys. Listen, what is this?
I don't know. They pulled up over there.
I know we just saw that. Hey. Listen, it's okay. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
You can't detain me without a reason. What's your law? You can't detain me without a reason. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? What are they doing, bro? What are you doing? What am I being detained for?
Via film the police on Twitter, the person on the ground with an officer's arm draped over him, that dude's name is Robert. And all he did, per the videos we saw, was recording Los Angeles police arresting someone at a movie night hosted by the Harbor City Council.
Don't do that. Hey, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that, bro.
It appears this is deliberate and intentional by the LAPD, attacking those filming their reckless ways in public.
We are filming this. Because that's ridiculous.
What am I being detained for? I am. What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for?
Listen, he ain't doing nothing but putting his shoes on. He ain't doing nothing but putting his shoes on.
I don't care what you're doing.
Well, then walk over here and deal with him. Because these youngsters wasn't doing.
What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for?
That's fine. Do whatever you gotta do.
What am I being detained
Do
for?
one.
The fact this officer, after seeing his fellow policeman's unlawful conduct, pulled out his taser and threatened to discharge it shows once again how these LEOs wield their power in the face of limited to no adversity.
What am I being detained
That's yours, dude. Are you gonna get tased?
What am I being detained for?
He's scared
Down for
to
yours.
Hey,
Or you're gonna get
hey,
tased. This is your warning.
What am I being
Okay?
detained for? What am I being? What am I being detained?
come out here and slam them youngsters down like that.
Sir, we're dealing with something. I understand
Dealing
that.
with what?
I understand that.
Hey, listen. Just calm down. We got him. We got him. We got him.
Film the police's account then shows in slow motion what Officer Victor Quezada does. He reaches for Robert's phone in an attempt to cease the recording of this detainment. Quezada puts his arm out and tries grabbing the device multiple times. I must ask the question we always do in these situations: does this make us safer? Do we feel less harmed when taking in these clips of citizens having their rights squashed because a member of society has a badge? According to the activist Film the Police's account, kid shows up to...
Not only that, didn't you have that officer? He had to have all these young men detained, 3 of them in handcuffs. Then that cop threatened to tase anybody and everybody. He was telling everybody, back up or everybody's going to get tased on the spot. Crazy unhinged the LAPD are.
help at a community event, watches cops harass and detain his best friend, pulls out a phone to record, and ends up getting arrested. He then wrote, "The kid gave the cops enough space. With the car in the way, the only clear shot of the handcuffing was to be in the exact spot Robert was. To step back would have required stepping to his right. At that point, he could not have documented the handcuffing and cops' hands." He adds, "This kid has never been in trouble before, but because he exercised his First Amendment right, he was targeted and arrested. His bail was set at $25,000.
$25,000 for exercising the First Amendment? That's outrageous. They're fucking people that fucking do commit felonies get less than that. That's bullshit. I remember when Son of Hightower got a $250,000 bond at bail. That's fucking ridiculous. And the guy who beat up the crap out of a Tri-Met bus driver will get $40,000. That's absurd what they'll charge you these days.
Forcing his mom to pay
$500 non-refundable.
non-refundable to get him out. This is wrong These cops need to be held accountable. Which unfortunately brings us to yet another issue within the criminal justice system. There are tons. Don't get me wrong. But one that we will focus on now is cash bail. Will Snowden, a former public defender in the New Orleans court system, wrote for Forbes, "The money bail system in the United States criminalizes poverty, destroys lives, and wastes public resources while failing to make us safer. For this reason, several states and cities around the country are reducing or ending their use of money bail. More should," to which I concur. The United States spends an estimated $22.2 billion annually to detain people in jails, and money bail is a major driver of this mass incarceration. And this is not just a problem in major cities. Since 1970, rural pretrial incarceration has grown more than 400%.
Unbelievable. I just can't, that is staggering. That young man was actually here. First Amendment protected activity of free speech, and he gets arrested, and his bond is $25,000. That is absolutely disgusting bullshit. Just like when Sonny Hightower got, his bond was $250,000 just for asking Chief Daniel Outlaw at the time, which he's still the chief of Portland Police Department, a couple questions, and he got charged with stalking harassment. $250,000. Like I said, and a guy that rearranged a female TriMet bus driver, operator, only got $40,000. Like I said, yeah, you get fucking chomos, murderers get, their bonds are less than $25,000. It is really absurd. The system is broken. That's it. I'm out of here. My job. Peace out.